Hello there and welcome to another video of me, Esther from Gather and Create. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I've been teaching paper crafts for about 6.5 years, but I've been a paper crafter for 20 years. So hopefully you'll find me well equipped to teach you some new things, or to maybe you've not crafted before. But welcome, thanks for stopping by my channel today. So I have this really pretty card I want to share with you. Look, even the envelope is beautiful, and you can just slip the ribbon off, and then I've not stuck it. You can obviously stick it, but I've done it more like this so it's a gift. And then I think the sentiment is really nice. I'm sure you all know somebody at some point that would really appreciate a little bit of encouragement like this. So you have so much courage, strength and bravery, and it's really simple to put together. We're currently in the middle of a big promotion. It's our biggest promotion of the year, called Celebration, and the paper that I've used, this beautiful double-sided paper, is actually free when you spend £45 in my store. And also I've used this, not a freebie, but it is what we're calling Celebration Coordination range, so it's designed to go with the freebies that we have. But I think this is a great all year round one. You've even got New Year's in there. It's a great one. Today calls for something sweet with extra sprinkles on top. Obviously great for any cakey cards. And my actual favourite, because adulting is hard, that can just go on anything. I think if you like, you can see I've used that a lot. Okay, so let's get going on how to make this gorgeous card. So because obviously envelopes don't come in this shape and size normally with beautiful paper, I've used something called an envelope punch board. All of the measurements are on there. You can choose your size of card that you want to make or have made, and then you choose your size of paper that you'll need to make that envelope to match. So you can make your envelopes out of anything. You're not restricted by not being able to get an envelope a certain size. You always, if you know, maybe you do like to make slightly more unusual cards than the standard shape. So I have made a 3 by 7.5 inch card. I don't know if you can, I don't know what the camera's picking up there. So I know that I've got to cut my paper to 8.5 by 8.5, and then this little measurement here says score line 2 5/8. So that means I'm just going to go along here to the 2 5/8, and it's going to be my first score line, and that will make more sense once I get going. So first of all, let's get the paper to the right size. So we're going to do, as it's told me to do, 8.5 by 8.5. So I'm going to use my stamping trimmer, which I love. So don't worry too much about following along with what products I'm using or measurements. I'm going to pop everything on my blog, and the link will be in the description below. So 8.5 by 8.5. So not this bit because it's facing the wrong way, although we can of course use the spotty side on something else, but this piece will be trimmed down for our card front, and I'll do that in a minute when we actually make the card. So I'm finished with the trimmer. Now I'm going to bring in my envelope punch board. The little bone folder and score tool is handily stored in the side there. So, as it's told me to do, I'm making a 3 by 7.5 inch card. I've cut the paper to 8.5 by 8.5, and my score line is 2 5/8. Now, you might think, oh, I can't be doing with lots of measuring, but you literally only have to line up to the measurement once. With scoreboards, you always, first of all, you punch and you score, and the groove, just you can see the groove there, that's what we're going to score along inside. Now, so because this is quite long, it won't quite reach the edge of the paper, but not to worry about that. Now that's all the measuring you need to do. All we need to do now is turn it and follow the same score line as we followed before. So, and punch and score. Turn again to the previous score line to line up, punch, score, turn again, punch, and score. Okay, so that's our envelope shape basically done. The only difference with this particular, I need that scoring tool actually. The only difference with this is that unlike other envelopes that the envelope punch board will make, you're going to end up with these side flaps a bit too big. So we're going to take care of those. And the other thing I want to just do is use the reverse punch on this board to just round off these corners. So you just literally pop it in to the slot and press down again. And press down again. Now I'll bring my trimmer back in. Now I didn't really measure before, I just kind of cut. So I'm just going to take it so that, well, let's do it so that the point is somewhere in between the 2 and on the 2.5. And that might be too much. Let's go, as I say, I didn't measure before, otherwise I would have had this a bit more precise for you guys. 3.5 ish, and just slice along. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. So I'm going to line up sort of on a 3.5 again, slice across, and of course leave those for something else. So that's our shape. So when it comes together, I actually had everything tucked in there, and then that's what made my envelope shape. So envelope made, let's get onto the card. So because my card is 3 by 7.5 inches, I need to cut my piece of A4 card at 6 inches. And then the length, the width, sorry, needs to be 7.5. So that's the right size, but now we need to score it. So take it back to the short side and score at 3 inches. And all your tools for doing that are all on one trimmer. So 3. So that is your card base made. And this gorgeous lemon lime twist colour. This colour is retiring in on the 1st of June, and it's already proven very popular where everyone's stocking up, so I would be quick if I were you, if you want that. So to make the front of the card, piece of pattern paper, I want to just be 1/4 inch smaller than the card front. So that means I'm going to trim at 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. No, 6 3/4. 2 3/4 by 6 3/4. Where's my card front gone? No, I did it at 7.5, didn't I? So that was wrong. Okay, well, these mistakes happen, so let's work with it. That is supposed to be that way long, and I don't have another bit that's facing the right way, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just improvise. do it with the dotty side. Always when you're on your last piece of paper, 2 3/4, guys. You're learning from the master. By 7 1/4. Can I get a hooray? Okay. Just as I meant to do all along. I'm sure I'll say that. That's another piece. I wonder if I did have another piece actually. Anyway, I won't worry about that. Let's do it spotty. You'll get the gist still. And you've got the other one to go by. It's all part of the fun. So, I'm going to glue that to the front of my card. We could have it that way, of course. Shall we just do it the other way? Who feels good about that? Let's just do it that way. Card making sometimes is about improvising on the spot, even when you're doing a YouTube video. And I'm not editing it out because I want you to see real life crafting, where we cut things wrong from time to time. You guys will have my correct measurements on the blog to follow along. Right, so now I'm going to do my stamping. As you can see, it's in 2 colours because it's 2 stamps. And I'm actually going to I'm going to do it a slightly different way round to what we normally do in the world of Stampin' Up, in that I'm going to stamp it and I'm going to punch it, sorry, and then stamp it. So this is a Stampin' Up punch. You have a little clip at the bottom. I haven't forgotten my name, it's just I go to lots of crafty sessions with crafty friends and we all have the same equipment. So you use it upside down. Ordinarily you would stamp something first, and that's why I've been using upside down. Obviously you can see where you're punching out and getting everything lined up, but I'm doing it slightly different. And I had it on a circle punch before and I just felt that it was just a bit too big, and I thought it just got a little bit lost. Okay, so it's a photopolymer stamp set, so it will come on a sheet and you just peel them off and stick them onto one of the blocks which are available from me. So I'm gonna go in to sort of match it to what I had there, and I quite like the way I had it overlapped as well with the bravery word. So that's in black, and then I'm going to go in with lemon lime twist, which is the same colour as the card base. And this is the word bravery, and you've got to be just a little bit savvy with lining up. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you lose a bit of the Y, in my opinion, as long as you can still read the word. And as I say, I like the way it kind of overlapped the courage word a little bit. Excuse me one moment while I just do some lining up. Hopefully that's got it. There we go, perfect. You have so much courage, strength and bravery. So, look at this card. Why didn't I think of doing it this way up before? So, now I'm going to attach some ribbon, this gorgeous black shimmer ribbon. So, just cut yourself a little. And I'm going to pop a little bit of tear and tape just on the card here to attach my ribbon to initially. Just going to go about there. And then I'm going to loop that like so and adhere it over the top. And then we're going to need a second piece to hold it flat. So put that in there. you get that nice little sort of loopy bit there. And then for my sentiment, I'm going to pop that up on some foam pads. So I want to raise it up slightly. I'd probably put a couple more on, but I'm just saving time. If you're going to put this through the mail, then obviously you don't want it to get crushed. You want it to reach your recipient beautifully. Okay, and then just go about there. I was kind of lining up with these notches. So now you guys in the comments can say whether you liked my landscape one or portrait one, you know, because I had such a good plan. And I'm just going to snip there. Just going to go along that a little bit more just to sharpen that crease. Right, yeah, you can decide which one you like. Now we're going to pop it in the envelope. So obviously it's going to be facing a slightly different way now. And I'm going to use some more of the ribbon to wrap around it. And I think that presents it as something a little bit more special. The person you've given this to might be going through something really horrible, and they will appreciate this gesture, I am sure. A little less ribbon. I was being a bit extravagant then, which is not like me. You know, it's like when you cut just a little bit of ribbon and you end up having to just start again because you've cut too short, and then actually you've wasted more. You know, like cutting your paper wrong. Okay, just go a bit tighter. We work with children, animals, or ribbon. Just fix that. Leave your tails a bit longer if you've been extravagant like me. Okay, I won't fiddle with that too much while you're waiting for me to wrap it up, and then just trim. Do need to just tighten a bit though, because it will fall off. And that's it. A beautifully presented card. Have it whichever way you want, landscape or portrait. Thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you stop by again soon, and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.